you, Dave.
Well, Tom Miller works at UW Hospitals as a second-year resident in emergency medicine.
But this ER doctor is also a debut novelist. His first book is called The Philosopher's Flight. Half science, half magic, entirely fantastic. Tom Miller, welcome to Live at 4. Nice to see you.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations on the book.
Thank you.
What was your inspiration for this?
I think it comes from a lot of different places. I first came up with the idea for the world while I was a travel writer back in about 2004. I got lost on a very long hike in New Zealand and was trying to come up with something to entertain myself. A lot of the social issues that come to the fore, especially the idea that in this world where magic, not that anybody calls it magic, but magic developed about 100 years before the events, which are sort of around the time of the First World War, and caused the world to develop in a different way. Most of the people who are able to do magic are women rather than men, and a lot of the social issues that arise from that, I think I have seen either in my time as an EMT or in the practice of medicine. In the other direction, in women trying to break into traditionally male-dominated fields, and in some ways the book flips that with a man trying to break into a traditionally female-dominated field.
A lot going on there.
There is.
And you have a master's in writing?
That's right. From the University of Notre Dame. I was a writer before I was a doctor, and for a number of years tried to make a living writing short stories and worked EMS on the side in the Pittsburgh area. Eventually decided I liked what I was doing on the ambulance and went to medical school and now work in the emergency department.
Wow. What is the flight component? Did you ever work on a medical helicopter? Or?
I have flown ever for UW Med Flight. It's at this point not a routine part of my life, but I have. And it refers to hovering, which is a type of magic where essentially people can fly like Superman. That is one of the more sort of the higher up or more difficult types of magic in the book, and it happens to be the one that the protagonist Robert is best at and sort of most enamored of.
So a lot of your own personal experiences is going into this, which I think is the case with any writer.
I think it's inevitable for some of that to go in there, and there's certainly lines that I heard back either in the emergency department or back in my EMS days that are in there in the mouths of other people almost unaltered.
Here's what I'm always fascinated by first-time authors. Did you see the whole book in your mind? In other words, did you know from start to finish how the book would evolve, or did it evolve as you were writing it?
Definitely did not see the whole thing at the same time.
You didn't?
It's very much the product of revision. It took me maybe 18 months or so to write the first draft, and then 6 or 7 years to hone that into something that made sense and had a satisfying plot and a satisfying shape or arc to it.
So the best case is continue writing and continue being a doctor.
I think so. That's what I hope to do, and it'll be a question of how I manage to balance that out the next few years.
Topic of a good novel somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
The Philosopher's Flight. Tom will be signing. It will be at a room of one's own, 335 West Gorham Street tonight at 6 o'clock, signing books and talking about his experiences, all part of the Wisconsin Book Festival.org. Tom, thanks for being with us.
Tom, great to see you.
Thank
Congratulations.
you so much.
Continued success. Well, still to come at 4, the connection between